Kieran, we've got 26 quickfire questions.
Okay.
Do you know why you've got 26? I'm not sure you'll get this.
26. Now you have to tell me.
You made your England debut when you were 26.
Oh, against France.
It's a tenuous link. I mean, sometimes
I never would have got that.
Sometimes we just need a number, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, right. If you weren't a footballer, what would you have been?
Builder. Because of my family, my dad, my brothers. So, yeah, builder.
Are they still building now?
Yeah, they all still live in Bury. In
What are they
Somerset.
building?
No, they like to do like fascias, houses and stuff like that. Still, bits and bats.
Do you know the story about you and the Freedom of Bury? Have you heard me talk about it?
I think what did you mention, Smart?
So basically, you
It
scored
was after the World Cup.
Yeah,
yeah, after the World Cup.
So in World Cup 18, you score an unbelievable goal. You have a great tournament, and you get awarded
And
the
you've
Freedom
won how many
of Bury.
Premier Leagues?
I'm like, fucking hell, I played for England for 37 years.
Well, I don't know how many
played for
trophies.
And I'm like, they never them bastards in Bury offered me anything. And do you know what happened?
What?
About 6 months after you got offered the Freedom of Bury, and they actually came to me and offered it me, and I said,
Did they?
"Oh, go away."
Seriously?
Yeah, my mum's got it.
Yeah,
My mum's got Freedom of Bury.
Was it your sister?
Sister obviously is England netball coach.
Yeah.
I think she might have it as
I'm
well.
sure she
I
has
think
it.
everyone's got it apart from me.
I think Phil's got it as well.
Anyway, there you go. Builder. Great. Favourite goal?
Croatia.
Yeah, had to be. Best manager you've ever played under? That's tough, isn't it? You still playing?
Yeah. I'd say Simeone.
Simeone.
Sorry, Eddie.
He'll understand. Favourite meal?
Chinese.
That's why you need to go in altitude.
You're not wrong. No, Chinese.
Oh, mine's Chinese.
Yeah, 100%.
Just after every game, do you have Chinese? I used to have a Chinese after every match. That was my gift.
Yeah, I think my cheat meal is Chinese, 100%. Like Wings in Manchester's a nice place as well.
Yeah,
it's nice.
So when would you have a Chinese during the week?
I wouldn't have it during the week. Probably like you said, after a game.
After a game?
Yeah, after a game. So it's the right time to eat it.
Oh, Chinese. We're not from Bury. We like Chinese.
No.
Favourite tattoo? Oh, I got obviously, how many have you got?
Just a poem about my mum and dad. No, I always respect what they did, and obviously coming from council estate and stuff, I always respect raising 4 kids, 4 boys. Yeah, it was tough for them.
Good stuff. Favourite holiday destination?
Ibiza. We always go with my wife, kids.
I had a terrible holiday there.
I'm sure I rented Jamie Carragher's house as well. I'm sure I did. I'm sure someone mentioned it was his house.
Paying cash. Well, cash job that, isn't it? He was the one that recommended me to go to Ibiza, right?
Yeah.
It was actually my first holiday post-COVID. Oh, God.
Not like it?
I thought it was like Liverpool on the sea.
Oh, God. Yeah, where did you go?
I just heard that voice, that screech.
Did you go with...
No, I didn't go with him.
Right,
no,
okay.
he's there, and then his people are there. They're all there. You know what I mean? It's like,
No, he has a beautiful villa, to be fair. I'm sure it was his.
They're nice to me, but just jeez. Right, favourite film?
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, it's classic. I think all-time classic.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, there's a chance.
Who was your best? I can't read anymore. Who was the best character in the change room that you played with?
Diego Costa. Yeah, lunatic. Absolute lunatic. Obviously, you're walking down the hill to train, he would fly past you on one of those buggies or a tractor and doing donuts on the pitch. He was a lunatic, but Simeone.
Brilliant in the dressing room.
He was brilliant in the dressing room. Simeone sort of accepted it.
Favourite player growing up? You said
David
Beckham. Favourite sport outside of football?
Tennis.
Oh, you like tennis?
Yeah, I like tennis.
Paddle or tennis?
Tennis. I've never played paddle.
Have you not?
No.
A lot of lads play it, don't they?
A lot of people are playing it now. They're everywhere now.
Yeah.
No, but I think tennis for sure.
Right. How did you get into tennis then?
No, I used to always play with my brother
Right.
in, not far from Greenmount in Ainsworth. They have them tennis courts.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
Used to always play there with my brother, and yeah, it's just something that I like.
Brilliant. Biggest pet peeve?
People crunching, like...
Crunching?
Yeah, is that what you mean?
Yeah, pet peeve, like what you don't like people doing?
Yeah, so like...
What's crunching?
Just like, if you're watching a film or something and someone's like chewing crisp in your ear, and it honestly gets...
Who does that?
My kids. I'll just throw my kids under
Oh, you
the
mean
bus.
crunching food?
Yeah.
Any of the players do it? Any players eat like sort of like crunching?
It's either that or obviously if you're talking football sense, like lads not chucking the slips or something in the skip.
Or throwing stuff on the floor?
Yeah, it's unacceptable. It's just lazy, isn't it? You shouldn't expect the cleaners to come in and leave your slips.
Good point. Player you wish you had a chance to play with that is no longer playing?
Roy Keane. Yeah.
Why?
I've always been fascinated about him. You know, when I see him on telly and, you know, how he would be, you know, away from the cameras. So I think Roy Keane.
You have to come and stick to football so you can sit next to him. Deal?
No deal.
Best friend in football?
Jordan Pickford or Kyle Walker. Even though he's from Sunderland, but I might get a bit of stick for that.
It's interesting. The Jordan Pickford one I understand, but the Kyle Walker one, because you think about it, that sort of competition between you both. At Tottenham when you first got there.
We've grown up with each other since under 18s.
Yeah.
The 19s with England. Then he went on to sign for join the 19s for Tottenham. Then he just kicked on. But yeah, me and Walks are, you know, with each other, play, you know, the most out of anybody away with England.
It mesmerises me that his pace doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
It's not slowing down, is it? And I think ever since he went to City, he's just took his level on, you know, an extra 5, 6, 7 levels. And I've always respected him because he helped me as well. Even though I was in the same position when I was at Tottenham, before I signed for Tottenham, he's always helped me.
Yeah.
So I have huge respect for him.
There was a time at Tottenham when I used to watch him and I used to think he's improved. Like, I mean, he was good then, but he's gone to sort of like a different level.
Levels.
And it's not the pace bit. The bit at Tottenham, I always thought when the ball's on the opposite, it's the toughest thing for a fullback. The ball's on the opposite side of the pitch. That's sort of
scanning.
That's scanning, and I just felt that was the point. Yeah. But he does that now, doesn't he? In terms of when did you get that scanning sort of like that idea of? Who put that into you?
I think Poch really. But as you said about Walks, he's an incredible player, and I think he's definitely not slowing down.
No.
And I think on the ball, I think defensively, going forward, he's got everything.
Yeah.
Quality player.
Biggest regret?
Biggest regret?
Not coming to United. No.
Biggest regret? In football?
Yeah, anything.
The way I left Tottenham, I think. Because it left sour.
You left sour? Or they left sour?
Bit of both, really.
In what way?
Just that I think the way I left, you know, I talked with, like, say, Daniel and, you know, the manager.
How was it with Daniel? Difficult?
Yeah, it's difficult, of course it was. It was...
In what way? Because obviously...
I'm a part of the plans, you know. He was... speak to the manager. I went to the manager, I'm a part of your plans. Speak to Daniel, you know, just getting thrown around like a yo-yo. And it's just, as a player, you just want clarity. If I need to move on, then that's all they need to hear. Just a bit of honesty.
I always, to be fair, say that probably most rare. I said, punch me in the face with the truth.
Yeah,
rather than sort of like try and tickle me with sort of like.
No, definitely. I just, you know, tell me the truth and no problem.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, players come and go. That's no problem.
Yeah. Do you have a pre-match ritual?
Yeah, it's always
superstitions.
Yeah, so it's always. It sounds stupid, but always left shin pad on before my right shin pad. Left football boot, right football boot. I've done that since I was at Barnsley. Don't know why, but I've always done that.
I had stupid ones like that, to be fair. I think most defenders have them, I think. Most famous name in your phone book? Mary Berry.
I need to take your number. You know what?
Simeone?
Simeone or Harry Kane? Harry Kane.
Okay.
Harry.
Yeah, fair enough. Best tip you could give a young football player?
Yeah, for sure. Always train as you play, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, always give 100% in training, and you know, when you come to games, you can't just flip the switch.
Yeah.
You always have to, you know, train as you play 100%.
Yeah. Best stadium you've ever played in?
You know, I think Ajax. I think that's up there. When we played there with Tottenham, when we come back 3-0.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just because of the occasion, but that was what a night that was.
I actually made my 50th appearance for England in that stadium.
Did you?
Yeah, in a friendly against Holland. We actually drew. Do you remember Michael Ricketts?
Yeah, Michael Ricketts, yeah.
He made his debut. I think
was
he's
where was he?
Yeah, it was Bolton. Yeah. I think he made his one and only appearance for England that night. Maybe, I think.
I won't.
Yeah,
too sure.
It was a long time ago. Favourite grassroots moment? Favourite moment as a kid?
Favourite? I think it was when I got, never forget it, with my dad's football team, Seedfield.
Yeah. Seafield Methodist.
Yeah, Seafield. Yeah.
Jeez, you've ever Seafield Methodist?
Seafield, yeah, Walmsley.
These are things you never hear anymore.
Yeah, my dad had a team there, and I got scouted for United. So I was at United when I was 7, training at the Cliff.
And they let you go. Or City
I
just...
think I can't actually remember, if I'm going to be honest. I ended up going City in the end. But I was training at the Cliff when I was about 7.
Right.
Yeah, so I think getting scouted, I can remember him speaking to my dad, and about 5 of us at the time got scouted for academy clubs, so I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah. Best and worst subject in school? What were you good at school?
No, not really, if I'm going to be honest with you. Wood A.
Wood A?
Yeah, Wood A. Yeah. Which one did you go to?
Elton.
Elton, yeah. Obviously.
Wood A's the one on the top road near Holcombe?
Yeah, near the... Yeah.
Is that Wood A?
Yeah, Wood A High School, yeah. What's the pub called? No, Pot Green, you know Pot Green? No, the
white one on facing you on the junction, and then you go right.
Near the brook. You must know that, Boozer.
Holcombe Brook?
Holcombe Brook.
Yeah, so it's basically, you turn
top.
right at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Just up there.
Purple sort of out
Yeah,
uniform.
purple, yeah.
I remember Wood A. Fucking hell. You're all Muppets there.
Oh, okay.
Only joking.
Obviously, PE. The worst
I was
one.
PE as well. A and PE.
Yeah, A and PE. And the others, D's. But I used to always leave 2 days a week from school.
To go where?
Man City train. We used to have,
Like bits
Wednesday,
and
Fridays. We used to leave school and go and train at Platt Lane.
Okay.
Every Wednesday, Fridays.
Right.
But yeah, I weren't the best in school.
Right. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
To be honest, hopefully still playing. Whatever level that's at.
Would you drop down then?
Yeah,
You said that a couple of times.
Yeah, 100%.
You would?
Yeah, 100%.
Or just carry on like sort of like
No, because I
Salford like in...
No, but honestly, like a lot of players say they don't, and I get it. You know, they don't want to. You know, if they've been playing in the Premier League for a long time, then drop down to say Championship, League One, and they just can't be bothered. And I've spoken to a lot of players who have done it, but
Do you think it'll change though? Because you're playing now at such a level, and then all of a sudden, you've got people going past you, and you're just a bit like, you know what I mean? And then
no, I get it. Yeah,
it's like,
because I love football that much, and the dressing room and stuff, and yeah, if it's a Championship or League One, and then I'll know when the time's right. But yeah, of course I'll drop down.
I'll come and see you in 4 years' time. We're in League Two, Grimsby v Salford.
Hey, I'll hold you to that.
Kieran's not looking as sharp as he used to. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Stop drinking. Sean Dyche, when he got his arm around me, you need to stop going out. When he first signed, I was in Nino's.
Nino's in Rosendale. Yeah,
Yeah, Rosendale.
Oh, my brother lived there.
Did it?
Yeah. It's like a reunion, this, isn't
It
it?
is, isn't it? So I was in there, and it was his first day, and luckily I was drinking a Coke. And he
Right.
walked in, literally didn't say anything to me, smelled my drink, and then just walked out. So luckily it was a Coke, and not a Jack Daniels or something.
Just the vodka in there. You can't
Yeah,
spell vodka,
no,
can you?
yeah, I can.
The most skillful player you've ever played with?
Moussa Dembele at Tottenham.
So he used to go past people like effortless, wasn't it?
Honestly, remarkable player.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He was brilliant for a couple of seasons, wasn't
Yeah, he was unbelievable, and I don't think it gets the credit he deserved. Unbelievable player.
he? Favourite nickname?
For me,
You've been called,
Okay,
you've been called the Berry Beckham, and apparently Diego Costa called you
Wayne
Rooney.
Why? Do you know what? I actually don't know. He used to call me Rooney every single day for about 2 years.
That's quite good, that
I
actually.
shaved my head once, and then obviously Rooney shaved his head, and then from then he just stuck with me. Everyone started calling me Rooney at Madrid.
Best captain you've ever had
Harry Kane.
with England?
Oh yeah, 100%. He's just one of those characters where if he speaks, you listen.
Yeah.
Professional, great guy.
He's such a professional, and it's unbelievable.
No,
isn't it?
it's like scary.
Yeah.
It's actually scary how professional he is.
Yeah. I always remember he wasn't captain when obviously I was with England, but he had a seriousness about him that like was formidable in his his tone and his way in which he behaved.
Yeah, because he's really quiet, H.
Yeah.
But then when he speaks, you know.
Yeah.
You listen. But I'll definitely say Harry.
Yeah. Favourite music?
R&B.
Band or singer?
Yeah, either. I'd say play Drake. I'll say. I listen to everything.
He's not
House
from,
music.
Not from Berry Drake, is he?
Not from Berry. I don't think so.
He's got the freedom of Berry.
Is there someone from Berry who's a singer? I'm not too sure.
Who would you trust in your life to take a penalty for your life?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane again.
Yeah, definitely.
And final question. Tell us something about yourself that no one knows. We all know now that you drink. We all know now we all know you eat Chinese. We all know.
I'm just, to be honest, I'm just a really quiet guy now, really. Just train, go home.
Yeah.
My kids, my missus. Yeah, and I'm just committed to football. And I've learned more that when I was at Spain. And yeah, I ain't really got anything to say. I'm really boring, really. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really boring.
I got called that for years, Honestly. It's a great tag. It's underrated.
It is underrated, 100%. I definitely agree with you there. I ain't really got much, to be honest with you. I'm just train, go home, watch my sons play football.
What was the last box series you watched? It's not part of the question. I'm just interested.
Griselda?
Who?
Is it Griselda?
I downloaded that.
The Colombian one?
Yeah, I downloaded that, but I started watching the first one.
You need to stick with it.
And it was like subtitles kept coming in. It was like,
No, but you need to stick to it.
Do you?
Yeah, you need to stick to it.
I'll go back on it.
Definitely.
Have you watched Kin?
No.
Oh,
Never
mate.
watched that.
You need to watch that.
Kin?
Kin.
Okay.
You can thank me when you see me.